Hello everyone, good morning. I hope you all are fine. So, welcome to you all in our 10th online session. Today, we are going to study the new topic, new chapter of your standard third. So, the name of your chapter number 1 is Where to Look From. This is very nice and easy chapter. So please you all enjoy this different topics. Your first topic today we are going to study is what is 2D figures. Then after example of 2D figures. Then what is 3D figures, example of 3D figures, and then after the different views of 3D figures. Do you know what is 2D figures? What is the full form of 2D? Let us see. The objects around us come in a various shapes and sizes. If we look around us, then you can see many different types of objects, and that all objects are not similar, that all objects are different in the shape also and in the size also. In general, we can see the shapes such as a triangle. Some object has a triangle shape, then some of them has a square, then circle, everywhere around us. Moreover, the shapes such as a sheet of the paper have only length and breadth. So we can say the 2D figure has only two things. These two things known as length and breadth. Thus, such shapes are 2D. 2D means two-dimensional. The shape which have only two-dimensional, that shape known as 2D figures. So see, the triangle, square, circle. Circle does not have any kind of length and breadth. But rectangles, square, triangles, these all have two dimensional, that is the length and breadth, having only two dimensions such as a width and a height, but they don't have any thickness. These all shapes known as 2D figures. Let us see some example of 2D figures. Rectangle, square, triangle. These all have length and breadth. Then circle, pentagon, hexagon. These all are known as example of 2D figures. These all shapes have only two dimensions, that is the length and breadth. Now, do you know what is 3D figures? So what is the full form of 3D figures? Do you know? If the full form of 2D figures is two-dimensional, then full form of 3D figures is three-dimensional. The things which have three measurements, that is known as 3D figures. Let us see. In our day-to-day life, we see the several objects around us which have the different shapes. For example, books, ball, ice cream, corn, etc. These all are the example of 3D figures. One thing common in this object is that they all have some length, they all have some breadth, and they all have some height also or depth also. Thus, such shapes are 3D or three-dimensional. Cuboid, cube, cylinder, sphere, pyramid, and cone are a few examples of 3D figures. Let us see the examples of 3D figures. See here. First, cube. Cube has a three-dimensional length, breadth, and cube has also height also. Then cuboid, cone, cylinder, and sphere. These all are the examples of 3D figures. Let us see the different views of 3D figures. When we view 3D figures, at that time it is different from angle to angle, and it is also looks different from position to position. See here, I am giving one picture of dice. In this picture, in this image, you can see all the faces of a dice. But see, in this figure, you can see only the one face of that dice. At the same time, you can't see any other five faces. See in the second figure. In the second figure, you can see the three faces. In a one time, you can see three faces of a dice. But the same time, you can't see any other three faces. Then in another figure, there is also three faces, but it is different from position to position. So when we see the 3D figures, their views are different from position to position, and also it different from angle to angle. Let us see one another example of 3D figures view. See here, this is the picture of laptop. So when you see this picture of laptop, at which view you can see this picture of laptop? You can see this picture of laptop in side view. When you see the laptop from side, it looks like this image. Now the second image, when you look from which view you can see this picture of laptop. So from the top view, when you see the laptop from top side, at that time you can see this image of laptop. Now in third, when you look this type of image of your laptop from front view, you can see this type of image of the laptop. So we can say that 3D figures view. 3D figures have four different views. How many views the 3D figures has? 3D figures have four different views. First, top view. When you see any image from the top, you can see partially shape or partially image of that object. So that partially image or partially shape known as top view. Front view. Front view, we can say that we can see in our front of the eyes. That image stand in front of us. So we also see the partially image. So that partially image known as front view. Then side view. When you look any object from its side, that partially shape known as side view. Then the back view. To see the back view, you can go back side of that object, and that partially object, that partially image known as back view. Let us see some of the example of 3D figures view. See, this is the staircase. Okay. Now, from which place from which view did you see this staircase? Then you look like this. So this is the front view of staircase. Now the second one. This is also the picture of staircase. From which view if you see, then you see the staircase like this. So we can say this is the picture of side view. So you can see here two different pictures of staircase. The first, that is the front view, and second one, that is the side view. Let us see some more example of 3D views. See here, this is the picture of car. From which view you can see this view of car? So the answer is top view. When you look car from top view, from top side, you can see this image. Second is also car. From which view you can see this image of the car. So this is the back view of this car. When you look car from front view, side view, top view and back view, these all views are different, same with their angles. See one another example of 3D image of 3D figures. Here I am giving one picture to you, and this is the picture of table, and from which view we can see this type of table. So we can say from the front view we can see this type of image of this table. But what about the other views? When we see only the top surface, when we see the top surface, we can't see their legs. So from the top view, we can see only the top surface of this table. And from which view we can see only the legs of table. At the time of when we saw the legs of table, we can't see the surface. So we can say from the side view, we can see only the legs of table. So see here three different views of the table, and these all different views are different from each other. That is different from angle to angle. When we see from the top, we can see top view. When we see from the side, we can see the side view only, the legs of the table only. And when we see from the front view, we can see the whole table. Now some exercise for these different views. Tick the correct answer. Your first question is, which figure shows the top view of the image? In this I am giving three figures to you, and you have to decide that which is the top view of that image. So see here, first, second and third. This is the picture of crocodile. Okay. So which figure shows that the top view of the crocodile? So see in the first figure, this first figure shows the top view. Second figure shows front view, and third figure shows side view. So what is the answer? First figure. Now the second question, pick the correct answer. Which figure shows the side view of the image? So here also I am giving the same picture to you, and you have to decide which figure shows from this, which figure shows the side view. So first is the top view, second is the front view, and third is the side view. So your answer is third. Now your next question, tick the correct answer. Number 3. Which figure shows the front view of the image? Also I am giving the same figure to you, and you have to decide that which is the front figure. first is the top view of crocodile, second one is the front view of crocodile, and third is the side view of the crocodile. So what is our answer? Which figure shows the front view of the image? So the second. Thank you. I hope you all understand these all topics very easily and you also enjoy this all. Thank you.